safety, number 45, Mike Fritsch. The rest of the East High Thunderbird head coach, Bruce Shear.
Well, you a little excited?
Conference voting. The T-Birds, who will be going for their third straight undefeated season Saturday against North Pole, garnered 12 of the possible 26 first-team selections, 7 on offense, 5 for defense. The T-Birds virtually had a full house backfield with Mike Harms selected at quarterback, Dwayne Wiggins and Eugene Chang, the running backs. Diamond's Larry Davis rounded out the final spot. Wide receivers included Mike Eldridge of Chugiak, Steve Brzezinski of Service. Todd Skoglund of Service was the tight end. The offensive line consisted of East, Victor of Oppolini at center, guards Andy Parent of East, and Ed Hoffliger of Chugiak, and tackles Louis Manzan of East and Eric Wicker of West. East Jamie Erdachek was selected to place kicker. Harms and Skoglund were double selected this year, Harms also making defensive back and Skoglund linebacker. Other defensive picks included at ends, Jason Sperling of East and Jeff Taylor of Diamond. At the line, John Jaworski of East, Pat Hubbs of Chugiak, and Tony Dixon of East. Linebackers, Brian Haas of Diamond and Junior Satelli of West. And the backs, Harms and teammate Mike Fritsch of East, Ed Mock of Bartlett, and Freddie Gamble of Diamond. Diamond's Dan Golden was chosen the punter.
Starting at free safety, number 45, Mike Fritsch. The rest of the East High Thunderbirds head coach, Bruce Shear.
Jason Sperling, number 22. Dwayne Wiggins, the conference leading rusher, and Paul Bear, the running backs. 84, the wide receiver, Gary Corder. On the other side, 45, Mike Fritsch is the tight end. For a penalty, and of course, those penalties make you change your offensive game scheme. And they were looking for the pass, and now it's third down back at the 22. They have to score. Here's Harms, going to throw. He's got his man, and it's Fritsch, I believe, rolled out of bounds on the far side. Mike Fritsch. It'll be right around the 10-yard line, and this will bring up a fourth down. Well, they always say put points on the board when you can, and that's what Bruce Shear is going to do. He's got Jamie Erdachek in to kick a field goal.
Well, I agree with what
John Jaworski, Bruce Citabona, Tony Jackson, and Campafu. The backers are Johnson, Wiggins, Sperling, Dublachane, Harms, and Chang, with Fritsch as the other backer for East High. And Larry Davis into the ballgame, and he's got some good running room, and he crosses the 45-yard line before Dwayne Wiggins brings him down. They were using Wiggins this week as a line. Jolly to throw. Incomplete. Intended receiver was the split end Jerome Watts, but he was well covered by the Thunderbird defenders.
Well, actually, he was in double coverage. What they did, they just showed the motion, and then they were trying to run a fly pattern. And the person running the fly pattern, Eugene Chang and Mike Fritsch, were back there in double coverage. And if he'd have made that catch, that would have been a great.
It pitches to Freddie Gamble. And he cuts it up pretty good. Gets up near the 30-yard line. Mike Fritsch was over there. So was Robert Johnson.
Well, one thing the Thunder.
Watch Freddie Gamble.
Okay, as you can see, Freddie Gamble gets outside. Now, one of the things I'm sure Tomko didn't want was for him to get out of bounds because he stops the clock.
Good block by Haas, yeah.
Yeah.
30 to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a big gainer for Wiggins because in his last 4 carries, he was minus 6 yards.
Is he over 100 yet?
He's at about 94 right now.
94 yards. Wiggins has had a good day. You know, one of
Freddie Gamble. And he has some good running yardage up the middle as he gets to the 11-yard line.
Odd balance. Well, as you can see, it was an odd balance line. Now, they got good blocking right there, and you can see Freddie Gamble breaks a tackle and falls forward for about 3.
Tommy Hammond up the middle, tripped up as he got past the line of scrimmage. Mike Fritsch was there. Also on the tackle was Bruce. Larry Davis. Larry Davis shy of the first down by about a yard. 10-yard line. Larry Davis thrown down right at the line of scrimmage. And again, Johnson and Mike Fritsch in on the tackle. Third down, Diamond. Their 28th consecutive football game 27, and the Diamond Lynx 3. And Mike Tomko will find Bruce Shear and shake hands. Jim Mason, 25. Harms drops back to throw, and it's incomplete, and Nick Mystrom almost intercepted that ball. Mike Fritsch was the intended receiver, and Nick had one hand on it. Couldn't balance it long enough.
Yeah, Nick, he played that real well.
And the line at center, Victor Apolloni, Andy Parent, Robert Malone, Chris Jeffries, and Larry Monzon up front. And they've been doing a great job for the T-Birds again this week.
Boy, they have.
Second down and 8 at the 21-yard line. Fritsch to the right, Sperling in the wing, and Wiggins in motion. Arms to throw. Over the middle. Touchdown, East High. Fritsch. Pinpoint pass by Harms and a good catch by Mike Fritsch. Well, the West Eagles made some adjustments on the running offense, and the Eagles get blitzed by the pass.
Wow, they sure did. Actually, he could have hit, there was 2 people open on that play, and actually he hit the person inside. Well, here's a kick.
Arms to hold for Jamie Erdachek, and it's up and good. And very quickly, with less than 2 minutes gone, the East Side Thunderbirds have opened up a 21-0 lead. Jerry Helvey. Let's watch the replay, Coach Dorado.
All right, let's take a look at it on the replay now as he makes a catch, and then he dives into the end zone.
And a long count, going to throw. Ramstead, and nailed by Eugene Chang at the 35-yard line.
35. Well, let's take a look at it. As you can see, Wicker drops back, throws the ball real well.
Ramstead there on the catch.
And Ramstead makes a catch, and then Chang, wow, that's the way the game is taught.
Bird territory. Wicker drops to throw, throws in the flat.
The double pass.
There's Mystrom throwing long, and it is incomplete. 3 defenders and 1 receiver, and Boyd Sumner was the lone receiver for Sumner. And there's the fake, and Wicker throws in the grass, and it's going to be intercepted. Wicker throwing in the grass. The pass was picked off, and I didn't catch the number on the interceptor. Let's see if we can pick it up.
As you can see, this is something a sophomore's going to have to learn to live with. Now, as Wicker's going down, he throws the ball up in the air for grabs. The ball is intercepted. I haven't gotten the number yet.
It's Mike Fritsch, 45.
Mike Fritsch, he makes the interception, but...
Second down at about 6 at the 41-yard line in Eagle territory. Harms fakes, Harms looks. Harms throws over the middle, and it's caught by Mike Fritsch at the 28-yard line. Jerry?
Well, we just had one of those priceless moments in high school athletics that only an ex-coach or a coach can appreciate. Wiggins came off the field, as you saw, in agony. He sat down on a bench. There were people hovering over him, and he looked up.
Down he goes. Fumble. The Thunderbirds have recovered. Mike Fritsch pounced on the loose football. And that time it was the defensive line pressure that got to Lyman. And Harms, handoff. This is Eugene Chang, cuts it up the middle for about 9:74, the lead blocker. Here's Eugene Chang. Near the goal line. Harms is going to throw. He's got Chang.
Oh, my!
Eugene will be talking to himself coming back to the huddle. Mike Fritsch says it's all right. He was wide open. To Cave. Got by Dublachane and has close to first down yardage. Mike Critchlow, 51, over to make the tackle. Little talking going on, but B.J. Cave can get it around the corner.
B.J. sure can. Jeff Speckman, number 4 that time.
At the North Pole 41-yard line. The big guy, Peterson. And he just bowls his way to the 45-yard line. It takes him 3 yards before they can grab him to try and stop him.
No question. He's a big one. Mark Peterson.
Trying to turn the corner and gets near the first down yardage at the T-Bird 45-yard line. sidestepped a couple of East High defenders. But it's going to be short by at least a yard, Dave Foreman says.
I like B.J. McCabe. As you see, he makes a good cut right here. Good block. Now, B.J. doesn't go down. He gets his hand down.
Third down play for the Patriots as Lyman goes to the air over the middle. It's caught. B.J. Cabe out of the backfield for a North Pole first down.
But there's
The throw is right there. Take a look at the catch. Excellent catch. We do have a penalty on the play.
Chang in motion. Harms. Fritsch wide open up the middle. And Fritsch is down to the North Pole 41-yard line. Mike Fritsch has been a consistent receiver all season long for the Thunderbirds. Harms number 2 in passing in the Cook Inlet Conference with 34. Eugene Chang and dives forward. 43-yard line for East High. Here's Eugene Chang. Trying to get to the outside. Breaks one, breaks two, and finally turns the corner. And that's as fine a run as you're going to see, Coach.
Eugene Chang, as you said, Dick. He came, he got hit, he spun, hit, spun, picks up about 9 yards. Awful lot of the effort.
Should not have that much effect on the AstroTurf. Here's Eugene Chang. Breaks a couple of tackles and crosses the 25 to the 24-yard line. Terry Moore on the tackle for North Pole.
Eugene Chang, very elusive.
He's been running hard.
You just get an opportunity to watch a good back. Look at the balance. Boom.
The Pole almost caught Harms for a big loss, but he slithered away.
Harms has nice teeth. I'm sure some kind of a throw to Peterson, I would think.
Lyman down to the end zone. Batted away by Eugene Chang, and he had the inside position that time. Ball at the east 20-yard line. Lyman.
Hook and ladder.
And Cave trying to fight out of bounds, and I don't know if there's going to be any time left. On the hook and ladder, B.J. Cave, and that is the end of the first half. With our North Pole Patriots 6, let's go down for a quick talk with Todd Larson, the head coach of the Patriots.
Coach, the T-Birds are quite a few points up on you, but still, you look at the
Malone and the center, Victor Appolini, up front, the heart of the East High offense. Harms to throw, Fritsch. And he is nailed as soon as he makes the catch. In on the tackle for North Pole was Jay Pearson.
Mike Fritsch, good fake by Harms. Sets up, picks up a block, throws the ball. Fritsch makes a good catch, turns upfield. Good tackle by Jay Peterson, and that's about
3-yard line, second down, North Pole.
Here comes.
Ooh, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and that was number 88, Steve Bennett, and he got whacked. Third down and that came up is because everybody is still wondering where you got Nate Vickers, who may have been the best running back ever to play in Alaska. We've had some good ones.
I think you're right.
Back in the mid-60s. Harms to throw, and he's got Fritsch. Another first down. Pearson rolled him out of bounds at the 34-yard line, and East moving the football any way they want right now.
The ball is faked inside, outside. Harmstedt's back, hits the ball right on the money to Fritsch. Makes the catch. Excellent play. He's taken down by
The 34. Here's Chang trying to get around Peterson. He does for a lot of yardage. Down. Sperling is going to throw. Fritsch incomplete. Mike Fritsch was down there along with two defenders, Cave and Pearson, for North Pole.
We have a penalty I told you these officials would take charge. We have a clipping penalty, it looks like.
This is a big one.
This
will take it. I was just getting ready to say that the East High Thunderbirds were showing some poise. They only had 30 yards in penalties, and we were in the fourth quarter.
That proves your point right there, doesn't it?
Well, it shocks me.
There's a check on the field goal. Now it's a fake. He's got his man, but it's going to be short. North Pole was not fooled. So the North Pole Patriots will take over the football with just over 7 minutes to go in the game, deep in their own territory.
Dwight Clark had the catch. Franco Harris, the immaculate reception. Drew Pearson hauled in an historic Hail Mary once, but you can toss them all out the window, folks, because they pale in comparison to the catch made Saturday by Chris Moore of Western Washington. There it is. Almost too quick. Watch the replay. You just won't believe your eyes. Chris Moore, call the circus. Call the Guinness Book of World Records. Call the neighbors. Get him in here. That is a catch. He stayed in. Yes, they beat Puget Sound 28-0, just like they practiced it.
Just like that. You think his parents have that on videotape? I think so.
They may be calling if they don't.
That's right. As we move along on sports.